Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the European Crossover webinar. And we continue to see equities under pretty good pressure. We did go in and see that continued sell-off yesterday. Really, at the once we got that CPI data, that really knocked everything for a loop. And what I referred to in the chat at the time was potential script changer, and essentially that's what it's been. Because what it looked like initially was, okay, we could see a pretty good pullback in equities, which we could rebound from, and that's what I was looking for, which was that we could move higher yesterday. But once we got the CPI data, which was even before the U.S. Open, obviously, that flipped the script on this thing and really put things under pressure. And we've just made new lows in the SPOOs. And take a look here with the NASDAQ. Same thing here also with the NASDAQ. Not as, new lows, but not as close as what you've seen here with the S&Ps. Breaking down, they've gone to new lows by another 10 handles. But the pressures remained. And not only that, even the rally that we saw yesterday afternoon wasn't even much to go and speak of. S&Ps ran out of gas at 40.78. And right now, like I said, we're hovering right on our lows right now. It looks like we do have some support here at 40.37. I think I have that as my bias chart support for the SPOOs. We can just take a quick look there. Bear with me. And look at that. We're now into that we're just marking into that 40.37. This is an important area right here. We can see if we can pull this up on the 2-hour chart. I think I had it marked up on the. Yeah, let's pull that up. So you can see here, and this is from way back, this 40.37 mark. This isn't something I've marked up. And one of the things what I like about using this particular platform, now I'm using another one also, is how I can go. It'll go so far back with a lot of clarity. And you can see right here, 40.37, look at that, right there. Maybe we'll try and see if we can hold this a little bit. We can even take a look at this on a fib also. Wow, that's a 50%. Well, 40.40 is a 50%. So yeah, maybe we'll be able to make a stand here. And we're at 40.41 right now. So we did tag that 40.37, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, 40.38 and 40.40 is 50%. So maybe we can go on and make a stand here. I almost feel like going long, but it's going completely against the trend. But we've sold off so much, it might get a decent little move from here. We're already 4 handles off of our lows right now, which isn't saying much compared to all the damage that's been done. Looking at the economic data, we don't have any economic data. We do have an Italian auction and about another hour and 45 minutes Italian auction. And then coming into the States, we get the usual jobless claims. And also we do get PPI, which follows the CPI that we just had yesterday. And let's see, New York Business Conditions Index at 9:45 Eastern. And that'll be it. Oh, wow, look, see, I was talking about, look, now we're up 6 points off this lows here. So pretty big level there that, as I mentioned, 40.40 being the 50%. From the low of 30.43 to the high of 42.37, we've already reached the 50%. Look, see, now we're 7 handles off those lows. So getting some. So a nice little rebound. Maybe we'll start to maybe even see a little bit through here on the NASDAQ. There's NASDAQ 30 minutes. And here we are on the 5 minute, or you have a little bit of a hammer here. Take a look at what we said here with the gold market. We kind of hover near those lows, but still we've held up relatively well overall. Our bias chart support yesterday was 1814, which was also the day before, followed by 1804. We've held that 1814 has basically held this market, so it still maintains its bullish stance. Look at the S&Ps now. Look at that. Now we're 8 handles off the low. That's what's telling you. I almost felt like just picking it up right there. And crude oil just below $65. It has paired back with risk, a decent amount, I guess you would say. Still hold up, above $64, but we have seen a pretty decent pullback. Taking a look at the euro, holding reasonably quiet here overall, considering the big shake-up we've seen overall. And Bitcoin, boy, did this get slammed for a good move. It's actually gotten quiet after all the brouhaha as we came down to 46,000. And things have gotten a bit quiet in here. We got from 46 rallied up to 52, and we've gotten just quiet, to say very quiet, since then, after Elon Musk made his comments. And with that, we're just going to move into the analysis. So the euro posted a solid slide on the CPI release. The pair rallied but found offers, sending the pair to the lows of the day. You can see that sell-off we saw. We bounced off of that, but we quickly fitted right back. I wouldn't say quickly, like immediately, like scalp type, but we did go in and slide back to finish towards those lows. Resistance on Thursday would be 21.14 with support at 20.48. Onto cable. So cable saw a slide following the release of the US CPI data. The pair closed on its lows. You can see here. Support will be 39.90 for today, potentially for a bigger slide. Really not so much looking at it just for today, but through tomorrow. But we'll be 39.90 with resistance at 41.03. We're trading a pretty tight session. Next up, the Aussie. We just went revisited back to 40.39, which isn't surprising considering the volatility we're seeing. We're talking about the SPOOs. Into the Aussie, and NASDAQ just made new lows. Aussie sold off hard, breaking down to 77.26. You can see down here. Resistance on Thursday will be 77.50, 77.58 with support at 76.94. Dollar yen would be next. Finally saw this thing wake up on Thursday. On Wednesday that was. The dollar yen broke higher on Wednesday as equities continued falling as the pair closed above the pivot of 957. Resistance on Thursday will be 993. Boy, we're trading a tight day with support at 934. Into the dollar index. The dollar index rallied among the onslaught of the equities to close above key level 90.67. Resistance on Thursday will be 91.05 with support at 90.36. Once again, you can see a quiet day in FX. That's actually 91.05. It's now going to move into Bitcoin. And you can see here we talked about that big move that we saw in Bitcoin. Bitcoin fell not only on the slight in risk, but after Elon Musk took aim on the coin. The fall culminated with a move to the 46,000 before rebound to 52,000 in the after hours. Resistance will be 51,500 with support at 47,900. And you can see things are happening right now. We're back at our lows again in equities. It's now going to move into the S&Ps. Okay, this S&P slid further on Wednesday before closing below critical daily level of 40.67. Resistance for Thursday will be 40.94, followed by 41.15 with support at 40.37. And that's where we're at, 40.37. That's where we're on right now. And we saw that 40.40 is 50% of this entire move. 40.37, as I mentioned, there's our level there. Pretty key support. Seeing pretty decent volume coming in here. And take a look at the NASDAQ. we've really had a pretty good strong move here in the NASDAQ itself. Here's 12, 9, 10. I had this as a 61%. Let's see where we are right here. That is a 61%. 12, 9, 10. If we do make it down here, just below here, if they do stretch, it looks like they would want to. Let's go right there. 12, 9, 18. That'd be 12, 9, 23. 12, 9, 23. And resistance is going to be right there. 13,090. Okay, on to gold. Gold's fall on the risk-off environment was limited to the first bias chart support level of 1814. Maintain its bullishness. Support for Thursday will be 1804 with resistance at 1832. But we're still holding up pretty well. There's that 1814, which is our you can see right here, our first bias chart resistance. We're still holding up relatively well, so we'll go like this. Go with 1832 as resistance. And lastly, let's go and finish up with crude. Crude paired back with equities on Wednesday, yet maintain a close above $65. Resistance for Thursday will be 65.90 with support at 64.78. You can see we're right here, just below that. And 65.90. A mirror window look at platinum palladium. There's palladium. We are below this 161%. That should be no surprise with the risk that came off. So we've lost that. So you've lost this now. Your next support now is going to be 28.13. We talked about this. We didn't want to lose that 161%. We did, and that's not surprising with the risk off. We'll finish up with the platinum. And same thing with platinum. We talked about that. Yeah, that gravestone dojo, we slid back and we'd come back, and that was important. But yesterday we closed below it. Your support now is going to be 1189. Actually, it's 1190. But market's not in good shape here. Probably ultimately end up pulling back down with risk. So there's the bias chart. We're at some pretty key critical support now with the S&Ps at 4040. We had that key level 4037. NASDAQ, we have 12,923 and 12,9 was it 918 is the 61%. We'll go back. Yeah, 12,910 is the 61% here. So it's some pretty key critical levels here. And maybe we'll see the US session even taking a little bit lower. With that, that's what we have. We'll go and get the bias chart posted. And thanks for joining us here on the European Crossover webinar.